Well, hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to make this video and I've not planned what I'm going to say, so apologies in advance for any rambling or mistakes because it's a one take video. We find ourselves in unprecedented times, in completely uncharted territory owing to the COVID-19 or coronavirus outbreak. And I just wanted to make this video because I'm very mindful of the fact that there's been many new subscribers to the channel over the last couple of weeks, and I feel bad that unfortunately we're based in the United Kingdom, and as many other countries in the world, our Prime Minister last night has imposed new tough measures, basically social lockdown. And the only form of exercise is alone or with a family member outside, for short periods of time. And it will be completely reckless and irresponsible of me to be getting into the car and travelling to the likes of the Lake District or Wales, despite the fact, touch wood, I feel okay at the moment and I've got no symptoms and I'm doing my best to stay healthy because I've got to stay in work. It would be very reckless of me to be travelling around to different parts of the country and potentially spreading the virus, because we've all got a responsibility to repay the unsung heroes who are our key workers, our police, our NHS, fire, all the frontline workers who are out doing the bit, notably our NHS, absolute heroes, in close contact with patients who are suffering the effects of the virus. They are dealing with some very, very, very difficult scenes and very difficult situations, and the least we can do to them is repay them by following the simple social distancing guidelines. It's not a preaching video, but we've all got to do our part. We've got to take this seriously. It's no joke, and our actions weeks down the line ultimately can prevent the spread of this virus and ultimately prevent people from losing their lives totally unnecessarily. So it's really tough times, and life is going to be very difficult and very different for many, many months to come. But unfortunately we've just got to show some grit and that Dunkirk spirit and all just play our part, all be pulling in the same direction, and we will get through this. It's going to be difficult, but if we play our part and we all do our bit, we will get through it with as little damage as possible. So we've all got a duty, we've all got to play our part. Look out for our loved ones. Let's all be kind. Let's all look out for vulnerable members of society. I've got a couple of old people in my road and we've already made contact with them. Safe contact, trying to find out whether they need any bits of groceries or shopping, picking up. Without being overly cheesy, I think it's times like this where the good side of humanity will always win. The good side of human spirit, kindness, generosity, people being selfless, thinking about others before themselves. Unfortunately, we have seen some not pleasant scenes, panic buying, people, key workers unable to purchase basic provisions. And like the PM said, there's no shortage of food. There's no food shortage whatsoever. That situation is being created solely by selfish actions of others. So let's all just have a little bit of a think prior to go and doing things like that. And, there's enough stuff to go around, so there's no need for any panic buying. So it's going to be tough times. I love wild camping and I'm mindful of the fact that the channel hinges upon me producing wild camping videos to try and hopefully entertain people and give them something decent to watch on YouTube. But for obvious reasons, I'm not going to be able to do that now. So I've got to think a little bit outside the box. I've got loads of camping gear. It's been a running joke for many years with Walshy and Matt that I just can't stop buying outdoor gear. That is my Achilles heel, so to speak. So I've got plenty of stuff that I can make review videos on. A couple of you asked after the Lake District snowy winter wild camp, can I do a review of the Fjallraven Singy backpack? I can do that if people want. If anyone's got any suggestions, just let me know in the comments below. And let's be creative and think outside the box, even if it's every fortnight, just checking in with a beer, let's generate some comments, and let's all interact, because there are people out there who don't have family and loved ones, and they haven't got very good support networks, who will feel very isolated and alone at the moment. So use the comment section in the videos. Let's all talk, let's all reply to each other, and let's rely on our own little community. Let's all look out for each other. Don't forget, on Facebook there's an MCM Outdoor Show group, so everyone's welcome to join that, and there's a brilliant, cracking community of people in there. And if anyone's feeling a little bit crap and lonely and isolated, come and join the group, come and join in, and I'll speak to people all day long. Let's get some good conversation going and some distraction. So yeah, I've got the lavoo set up in the garden. I'm quite lucky that I have got a green open space, and I can go and use that and just go and read and chill out. But some of you don't have that. Some of you might have a yard. Well, just take a book out there, just be creative. Some of you might not even have that. Just get out for some brief exercise, observe the social distancing rules, but you can still enjoy some open spaces as long as you're following the advice. So it's going to be a very, very, very tough couple of weeks. So my message, and it's not preaching, but I would like to think that we're all pulling in the same direction. Let's follow these rules. Let's follow them to the letter that they've been provided. And by doing that, we are all playing our part to look after those frontline workers who are putting their lives on the line, on the front line in the fight against COVID-19. Let's repay our doctors, our nurses, our NHS staff, and let's all do our bit by following these social distancing measures. So yeah, it's going to be a good couple of months. I should imagine that times are going to be very, very tough, but let's be positive. We will get through this. It's going to be difficult, but in a couple of months' time we will look back upon it, and it will just be one of those things where we realise that the good side of humanity has prevailed, and teamwork, true grit, that Dunkirk spirit has shone through, and it's got us all out the other side. Let's look after our loved ones, let's look after our elderly, let's look after our parents, let's repay them, let's go shopping for them, let's try and minimise vulnerable people's contact in the outdoors, and let's try and take that off their hands. If we're quote young, fit and healthy, let's do our bit for the others that need it at this moment in time. So there's a large back catalogue. I think there's over 130 videos at the moment. So hopefully there's going to be something amongst that to the newer subscribers, which keep you busy and keep you interested. I'll try and make some review videos. I'll try and make some rambling videos if people want it. If you've got any suggestions, any constructive suggestions, let me know in the comments below. And I just want to touch on just my personal thanks to all our frontline workers, our NHS, police officers, our police staff, fire, ambulance, our supermarket workers, our delivery drivers, all the unsung heroes who are sometimes overlooked in everyday life. But what this has driven home to me, and probably many other people, are there are real key workers, aren't the bankers, aren't the financial elite who are enjoying the six-figure salaries. They are the lower paid real key workers, the people I've just mentioned, the unsung heroes who go about their job day in, day out, and are often overlooked, the vital work that they do. It's times like this that shows who the key workers really are. So let's do our bit for them, let's repay them, and let's show our gratitude by sticking to the social distancing measures which have been set out by the PM. So that brings this short video to an end. It's a very bizarre time. I hadn't planned this, and that's just off the cuff. So I do hope that we retain our subscribers. We value every single one, and stay safe, look after each other, and we will see you on the other side, and we'll all get through this, and it'll be fine. And MCM Outdoor Show will be here when we're back out. We'll be bigger and better, and we'll be chomping at the bit to get back into the great outdoors and enjoy our first wild camp post COVID-19. So stay tough, look out for each other, be kind, and I'll see you on the other side. Take care, folks.